Most professionals lose their leverage the moment they open their mouth because they rely on passive concessions. If you want to dominate high-stakes meetings, you need to replace weak language with authoritative lexical anchors like reciprocity. Stop settling for crumbs and start using the precise linguistic markers that command absolute respect. Negotiation is one of the most valuable communication skills in the business world. Whether you are discussing a salary increase, closing a sales deal, negotiating with suppliers, managing a project, or resolving workplace conflicts, the words you choose can significantly influence the outcome. Successful negotiators do much more than present facts. They communicate with clarity, confidence, professionalism, and diplomacy. They know how to persuade without sounding aggressive, disagree without creating conflict, and reach agreements that benefit everyone involved. In today's lesson, you'll learn professional negotiation vocabulary that will help you communicate effectively during high-stakes business meetings and develop greater confidence in formal conversations. Let's begin with one of the most important words in negotiation: proposal. A proposal is a formal suggestion or plan presented for discussion or approval. Instead of saying, "Here's my idea," professionals often say, "I'd like to present a proposal that addresses both our objectives." Using the word proposal immediately gives your suggestion a more organized and professional tone. Another essential word is objective. An objective refers to the specific goal you hope to achieve during a negotiation. Before entering any meeting, experienced negotiators clearly identify their objectives. For example, you might say, "Our primary objective is to establish a long-term partnership that benefits both organizations." Focusing on objectives helps keep discussions productive rather than emotional. Professional negotiators frequently use the word mutual. Mutual means shared by both parties and emphasizes cooperation instead of competition. Rather than saying, "We need a better deal," you could say, "Let's explore a mutually beneficial solution." This simple phrase encourages collaboration and demonstrates that you're interested in creating value for everyone involved. Closely related is the expression common ground. Finding common ground means identifying areas where both sides already agree before discussing differences. For example, before addressing pricing, let's identify the common ground we already share regarding quality and delivery standards. Starting with agreement builds trust and reduces tension. The word compromise is another cornerstone of professional negotiation. Compromise means both parties make reasonable adjustments to reach an agreement. Skilled negotiators understand that compromise is not about losing. It's about finding a practical solution that satisfies everyone's most important interests. A common expression is, "We're willing to compromise on the delivery schedule if we can maintain the agreed pricing." Another valuable term is concession. A concession refers to something one party agrees to give up in exchange for another benefit. Unlike compromise, concessions are often strategic and carefully planned. For example, we can offer an extended warranty as a concession if the contract duration is increased. Making thoughtful concessions demonstrates flexibility while protecting your key objectives. Negotiations often involve discussing terms and conditions. These refer to the specific rules, responsibilities, deadlines, payment schedules, and expectations that form part of an agreement. Rather than rushing through this stage, professionals carefully review every detail to avoid misunderstandings later. You might hear someone say, "Let's clarify the terms and conditions before finalizing the agreement." Another important word is counteroffer. When one party rejects an initial proposal but presents an alternative, they make a counteroffer. Instead of responding emotionally, experienced negotiators welcome counter-offers as part of the normal discussion process. For example, "Thank you for your proposal. We'd like to make a counter-offer that better reflects the project scope." The expression value proposition is widely used in business negotiations. It refers to the unique benefits a product, service, or partnership provides. Rather than focusing only on price, skilled negotiators emphasize value. For instance, our value proposition includes faster delivery, dedicated support, and long-term cost savings. Highlighting value shifts attention away from price alone. Another powerful business term is leverage. Leverage refers to an advantage or resource that strengthens your negotiating position. This might include specialized expertise, strong customer demand, exclusive technology, or market reputation. A negotiator may say, "Our extensive experience in international markets gives us significant leverage during these discussions." Professional meetings often require alignment. Alignment means ensuring that both parties share the same vision, expectations, and priorities. Alignment means ensuring that both parties share the same vision, expectations, and priorities. For example, before moving forward, I'd like to ensure we are fully aligned on the project's objectives and timeline. Alignment reduces confusion and improves long-term cooperation. Negotiators frequently discuss feasibility, which refers to whether a proposal is practical and realistic. Instead of immediately rejecting an idea, professionals might say, "Let's evaluate the feasibility of this approach based on our current resources." This keeps the discussion objective and solution-focused. Another useful expression is risk assessment. Every important business decision involves some level of uncertainty, and professional negotiators openly discuss potential risks before reaching an agreement. For example, "We should conduct a thorough risk assessment before committing to this investment." This demonstrates careful planning and responsible decision-making. One of the most persuasive communication techniques is using diplomatic language. Instead of saying, "That's impossible," professionals often say, "That may present certain challenges," or "We may need to explore alternative options." Instead of saying, "You're wrong," they might say, "I understand your perspective. May I offer another point of view?" Such language preserves respect and keeps conversations constructive. Active listening is another essential negotiation skill. Effective negotiators do not simply wait for their turn to speak. They carefully listen, ask thoughtful questions, and summarize what they've heard. Expressions such as, "If I understand correctly, could you elaborate on that point?" and "Let me summarize our discussion so far," demonstrate professionalism and ensure mutual understanding. Confidence also depends on choosing decisive yet respectful language. Phrases like, "Based on our analysis," "From our perspective," "We recommend," and "Our experience suggests," sound more professional than uncertain expressions such as "maybe" or "I guess." Clear language inspires trust and strengthens your credibility. Successful negotiators also know when to pause. Silence can be a powerful communication tool, allowing both sides time to reflect before making important decisions. Rather than filling every moment with conversation, experienced professionals use strategic pauses to encourage thoughtful responses and avoid rushed agreements. The best way to improve your negotiation vocabulary is through consistent practice. Watch business interviews, listen to conference presentations, observe executive meetings, and read articles from respected business publications. Notice how professionals present proposals, respond to objections, and maintain respectful conversations even during disagreements. Then practice these expressions in mock meetings or workplace discussions until they become part of your natural communication style. In conclusion, professional negotiation is not about speaking the loudest or arguing the hardest. It's about communicating with clarity, confidence, respect, and strategic thinking. Vocabulary such as proposal, objective, mutual benefit, common ground, compromise, concession, counteroffer, value proposition, alignment, feasibility, risk assessment, and leverage enables you to express ideas more professionally and negotiate more effectively. As you continue practicing these words and expressions, you'll become better equipped to handle business meetings, interviews, client discussions, and leadership conversations with confidence and professionalism. Thank you for watching. If you found this lesson valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos on advanced English vocabulary, business communication, public speaking, presentation skills, and professional English. Leave a comment below and tell us which business communication skill you'd like to learn next. Keep practicing, keep growing, and see you in the next lesson. Happy learning!